Hello and welcome to race 33 of 36. We got 4 to go to crown a champion. And we're coming off of a couple of rough weeks lately. Finished or got our first DNF of the season at Talladega 2 weeks ago. Then had a 21st at what was it's been too good of a run really for the shit we've been at Charlotte last time out, and now it's 260 points the gap to Brad Keselowski. You know, we still got more than a race's worth of points, you know, as a buffer, but if we don't get on with it and continue the trend we've been on the last 2 weeks, we're going to lose this championship after being the dominant driver all season long. I mean, 19 top 5s, 23 top 10s, 7 poles, 8 wins. That's a lot. Anyway, Kansas, we won here in the spring. Let's go for this third sweep we can go for this season. We've swept Bristol, we've swept Michigan. Let's go for 3 for 3. Let's go racing in the Hollywood Casino 400.
Drivers, start your engines.
We're gonna fire the engines here in a cloudy afternoon here in Kansas. Matty Benedetto, 22nd in points, captures his first pole position of the season after what has been in essentially a 4th Penske Racing car. A disappointing season for the driver. From California, Jimmy Johnson on the front row, looking for possibly his final career NASCAR win. He's got 4 races in his career left. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, defending champ Kyle Busch, who I think might even be mathematically eliminated off the championship hunt. I think he's 600 some points back. Myself starting in 6th, Martin Truex, Kyle Larson, Clint Boyer, also 4 races left in his NASCAR career, and my teammate Eric Almirola starts 10th. Race cars down the pit lane, and Matty Benedetto and Jimmy Johnson will lead us to the green flag. We are underway in Kansas. Denny Hamlin and Jimmy Johnson both getting a bit slow there. So we're on the outside. We can't really get going, so we're gonna be passed by everyone and their mother, losing tons of spots trying to get to the inside there of Eric Jones. Even though we're gonna stay to the high side. Didn't want to cut down there. And Matty Benedetto will lead that first lap. Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson. The top 3 right now. We're still chilling on the outside. I think we dropped out of the top 10 with that. Just barely hanging on to 10th place. Alright, and Jimmy Johnson goes for the race lead, trying for his final, possibly, I say that. He could go out there and win the next 4 races. But it's not very likely, I guess. Trying for his final, possibly final win of the season. Of his career, rather. We got passed by Larson. Now to the inside of the 42 we go. The man 3rd in points, had a really consistent season. Moves over to the Hendrick Motorsports program next year. Will be exciting to watch what he can do with that team as Jimmy Johnson has taken the lead. Kind of been working on this top 10 group here for the last couple of laps. Now getting to the inside of Kyle Busch, trying to make that pass happen. Johnson still a leader from Hamlin now. As Eric Jones has passed one of his teammates, trying to go past his second one, and in that case Truex. His 3rd teammate Hamlin currently 2nd. Oh, coming together with Martin Truex, sliding the car, saving it though. You just got down there, you gotta tell your spotter to look out, man. There's plenty of room to just keep your wheels straight. Alright. Side by side with Kyle Busch. Has won twice this year, but it's not been as consistent or as good, really, I'd say, as in 2019. Really, the only races he's been really good at were his only 2 wins. Like, he dominated Dover, and he dominated New Hampshire and all the other tracks. Didn't lead too much. Remember battling him for the win, for the lead early in the race, in the Bristol Night race a couple of weeks ago. But that's really about it. When I've seen him running faster, probably even then in the Bristol Night race, he had an extra pit stop and finished a lap down. So, yeah, Kyle Busch not having the best of seasons. Maybe 2021 will be better for the 2-time Sprint Cup champion. Almost call him that, 2-time Cup champion.
Clear. Car and pad.
Now trying around the outside of Truex. Made that work.
Clear.
P7. Actually, a fun fact, we're running the Mobile 1 paint scheme today. I've ran this car the last time in Las Vegas, and before that Dover, Coke 600, and Martinsville. And the Mobil 1 scheme has 4 starts this season, and I finished second in all of them. So maybe today, 5 times going to be a charm for the Mobil 1 paint scheme to pick him up and win, I guess. But it would be fun. I guess it would be even funnier if we finished second here today, again in the Mobil 1 paint scheme. But I hope I can go one better and get this car a win. I've won the Bush Apple, the Bush Light, the primary one. That's about all the schemes I actually won in. Bush Farmers, Bush Apple, and Bush Light. I haven't won with a different sponsor on the car. Could have won the Breakout Final with the Hunt Brothers on board, but that didn't work out. Oh, I actually won with Jimmy Johns at Sonoma, that's right. Oh, Kurt Busch, slow. Matt Benedetto also slow. Mechanical issue there for the driver of the 1. It seems like. Off the pace. Gives us a position is for battling Jones for what is now 4th place. We seem to have that locked in. Johnson and Hamlin have a huge gap built up to us though. As we got 40 laps to go, chasing Matty Benedetto, the pole sitter, in the Wood Brothers car, who seems to be a bit slow as we're pushing up the racetrack. Jones also now gets to my inside as I have to get out of the gas to not hit the wall. Losing a spot, and Truex also tries to make that work. Look for some grip around the outside. Kansas is one of those high-banked 1.5 mile tracks where the outside doesn't necessarily make you faster. It does later in the run, just like Atlanta, but not quite, not quite. Almost making contact with the Benedetto. The Benedetto. I remember a lot of times when commentators would just butcher his name because it's such a long name and you can stumble across all the different vowels as we would take 3rd place away from driver of the 21. Slowly been able to close in on the leaders. I've been behind Hamlin about 2.5 seconds, cut that down to about 1.5. Oh, even less than that. Just a little over 1.2 seconds. So, making good progress. But the car's starting to tighten up. I'm actually I've been contemplating the last couple laps whether to take out some wedge on the stop, but don't think I will, because I fear it'll be just too much, and it's just a teeny tiny bit too tight. And I'm afraid that if I just take out a 5 pounds of wedge, because you can take out wedge in increments of 5 pounds really, then I can only take them out 5 pounds each. So anyway, I'm guessing that the car is just going to be too loose when we're coming down the pit lane. It's Jimmy Johnson when we're coming out of the corners with worn tires. Johnson pitting just before the halfway mark. Means pit stops to start, and we still got huge amounts of fuel left in the tank. Alright, well, caught up to Hamlin though. So we're just going to pit now. No damage repair. We're just going to add some grill tape to make the car go a little faster, to add some aerodynamics. Maybe that's going to help. It's not too hot outside, so we run into Jimmy. I say. Hamster.
The leader's pitting now.
Have a sip of coffee. Getting the good years on.
Go. Yeah.
And out of pit lane we go. Almost wrecked it into Matt Benedetto. Cold tires on a cold racetrack, not what you want to have. There's Jimmy Johnson. Hopefully, probably retaking the race. I've said it before in another video. I kind of want to see him win one more race before the season's out. And he's only got 4 more opportunities as he goes back into the race lead. Just over Hamlin, though. See, maybe we can catch him. Call again on the loose side there, but we lost some time there to Hamster. I didn't know what the speed limit was, so I just went 45 instead it was 55, but alright. Didn't seem to have hurt us too much. And there's a caution just after pit stop's been completed. We are in third. Gotta take it around one more time. It's gonna re-rack the field. Alright, didn't see that coming. Good thing is we weren't on pit lane when that happened, so we didn't get screwed over by maybe being a lap down. Someone must have hit the wall there. So Jimmy Johnson leads from Denny Hamlin. As we're gonna close in. I'm gonna be under caution. Let's have a look at the replay. First caution of the day. My teammate Cole Custer cuts up into the track, collects Matt Benedetto and Daniel Suarez, and on his side skids along turn 3 till he comes down again. That was an interesting crash. He keeps the car going for some reason, but Cole Custer brings out caution number 1. We go back green. We're going to go to 20 laps to go. Jimmy Johnson leads from Hamlin, myself, Jones, and Clint Boyer in his home race. Brad Keselowski moved his way up into 8th position. Pace car is down to pit lane. Bubba Wallace, the only car to be a lap down. Starting on the inside there, and we are back on our way racing in Kansas. Good start. Can we take the lead on this restart? Just throwing it in there. Doesn't really work as the car would have pushed up into Bubba Wallace. As we are 3 wide loose on the exit of the corner. Jimmy Johnson manages to retake that lead ahead of Denny Hamlin. We're even losing a spot now to the 20 car of Eric Jones, who gets blocked by the 43. And we are under caution again. Martin Truex Jr. hits us. And we are in a wreck once again. Gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
You all right? Outside. Clear.
Bring the car down to pit lane.
Sit tight. This is going to take a while.
Can repair the damage.
Okay, you've got to go to the end of the long.
We're a lap down.
The pace cars in turn 1.
I know I named the last video. Is our season gonna collapse, or is it all falling apart? I do feel like it does now. We got all the bad luck waiting for us till the end of the season, really.
The pace cars on the back straight.
Alright, well, we got 3 races to go. We have a points cushion, but that's gonna be eliminated after this one.
The pace cars in turn 3.
Well, really just gotta push through and hope for the best, I guess.
4.
We have 14 laps to go. We are a lap down. So the best we can finish is 36th, but I don't think we're even going to get that. So we're just going to ride around to the end and hope maybe that something happens to Brad Keselowski.
Green.
And, well, I guess you can extend that to Kyle Larson as well. There's Truex, got some damage to his car as well, obviously. I have not looked at the replay yet, but we just got the worst of it. I don't know what happened. I don't want to, pinpoint at anyone and say, oh, it's your fault, not if I haven't seen it. So you will have seen the replay, I haven't. We're just going to ride around for a couple of more laps. And just hope that Keselowski might even drop back a couple positions. So he might be gaining another 100 points on us, and then it's within a race's worth of points that he can gain. So we really have to nail these next 3 races, because I have a feeling that it's going to happen like in real life, that Kevin Harvick will lose this championship that he had locked up, essentially. Pretty much just a few yards before the finish line, Well, we're lucky that we're still in the race, but still sucks. At 5 laps to go, coming up in 5 to go. Hamlin took the lead now. Bowman second, Johnson third, Keselowski fourth.
Just 5 more to go.
That's going to be about, well, 130 points in his direction, so the gap will only be about 130 as he just got into third. Oh, that gap's going to be about 130, 120 points even. At the end of this, Jimmy Johnson drops and Keselowski climbs. Bowman Seems to have been side by side with Hamlin at the line. Oh god. No, just gotta try out race him the next 3 races and then we'll be safe, but still. I didn't have to make it that hard on myself this late. There was time for bad luck when I had, just as Keselowski is in second and Bowman leads. There was time to have bad luck 10 races ago, 20 races ago. But now when it matters. Well, gotta keep pushing through it. Hope Keselowski don't win this one. Which he actually might do. And there's a caution. I just hope Brad Keselowski's in this. I hope he is. Alrighty, that's gonna end the race. We'll see what happens, but I think Keselowski was involved in that. No, he wasn't.
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line.
Alright.
Stay behind the 17 car. Just 2 to go.
Okay, I think... Alright, we're gonna have a look at this. It says that Bowman and Keselowski were tied. And Alex Bowman won. Oh! Luckily, luckily he's won. Keselowski's second though. Hamlin, Johnson, Elliott, Jones, Boyer, Blaney, Dillon and Byron, you're top 10. We're going to come home in 38th position for the second time in 3 races. Well, that points gap's going to be down. Bowman though captures his first win of the season.
It's over.
So that's nice.
Okay, that's it. We'll get him next time.
Well, we were 3 races ago. We had about a 2.5, almost 3 race gap to Keselowski. That's now come down to 139 points with 3 races to go. Well, it's still 139 points, and the next couple of tracks are good for us. It's not as well, it's getting tight, but then again, you know, it's more entertaining. It's just I'm just sitting here worrying a little bit, I'll be honest. Because losing the way we are right now, I guess you can say, will make it really tough when we've been doing so good for 30 weeks and then the last 6 it all collapses. But we'll see, there's still 3 weeks to go. Again, Keselowski second, Larson, Hamlin, Logano, Bowman moves up into 6th position again. Blaney, Truex, Busch, and Chase Elliott, your top 10 in the points. Next race, again, Texas, as I said. Under the lights. See how this race goes. Hope those go well for us. And yeah, with that being said, have a good one. See you all next time. If you, oh yeah, by the way, if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like, subscribe. See you all next time. Have a good one and goodbye.